Hi folks, Ray DVD here. Welcome to Horror Week on the Movie Reviewers 100 channel. And EJ and Big Al have both done pretty good films. Films that I've actually not really heard of, but they both look pretty interesting. I had a look at the trailers, and I thought I would, in keeping with the two guys' horror picks, I thought I'd pick a film that maybe not a lot of people have heard of, and it is Ravenous, which was made in 1999. It's got a stellar cast in it. It's got Guy Pearce, Robert Carlyle, David Arquette, and really good gory horror film. It's sort of, the first time I seen it, I thought it reminded me of early 80s horror films, you know, especially Italian sort of horrors. I thought it was actually made in Italy and stuff, but I'm not actually sure where it was made. It was maybe somewhere like Bulgaria or somewhere like that. But really good. I mean, Guy Pearce is watchable in virtually any film. No, he's one of my top actors in that, and he's really good, as is Robert Carlyle. And other cast members, it's got people that you've heard of. It's got Jeremy Davis and Jeffrey Jones. So really top-notch cast as well. Basic story is Guy Pearce plays an army captain. We first see him at the beginning of the film. He's in I think he's in the American-Mexican war or something, and his platoon have been massacred. He's the only survivor, and to survive getting killed to cell, he plays dead within all the bloody corpses and everything, and then some blood sort of actually goes into his mouth and stuff, and then he starts sort of panicking and stuff, and then he goes all sort of weird and everything. Next time we see him, he's getting put to an outpost. He's in the back of Beyond. I think people think he's maybe have surmised that he's maybe he did something about cowardice and whatever. So we see him going to the back of Beyond, and like it's all sort of, it's been snowing and everything, and he's getting sort of put basically to Siberia. So he travels to the fort, and here we meet the motley crew who inhabit the fort, and it's like people like David Arquette, who's just virtually stoned all the time. Jeffrey Jones plays the sort of affable doctor and stuff, and Guy Pearce, he just like, he must be thinking, is this this is what it's okay me and stuff. Then a stranger turns up one day, played by Robert Carlyle. He says that they were on a wagon train to better places and that, and then this guy that was leading them, he went off his head and that, and he killed them all and started eating them and stuff. And he's like he's hysterical and stuff, and then Guy Pearce and that they says that they've got to try and find out where this guy is, and to try and find the dead bodies and stuff. So they all sort of go out on a recce with Robert Carlyle, and to try and find this guy, and it turns out there's a twist in it that who's actually done it has been Robert Carlyle. So there's a big battle ensues between him and Guy Pearce. Guy Pearce thinks that he's killed him, I think, and then eventually Guy Pearce goes back to the fort, and then Robert Carlyle turns up. He's actually turns up as like a captain, in the cavalry and stuff, and then it's all sort of mind games and stuff, and basically then it's like a fight to the death between the two of them. Robert Carlyle bumps off all the people in the fort one by one, and in various sort of gory scenarios and stuff, and turns out that they're cannibals, and they've got to, when they eat, they get super strength and everything, and Guy Pearce is repulsed by it, but he's also he knows the sort of what it entails, because like when he had the blood taste in his mouth at the beginning of the film, this is how I think he survived as well. It gave him a wee bit of super strength to keep on going and stuff. But really watchable horror film. Like I says, if you like your 80s horrors, this is ideal. It was made in 1999, and it's got a really good quirky score to it, which So that's what reminded me of like the Italian cinema. I know it's got that sort of quirkiness, but I was reading online that David Albrand was one of the co-composers of it, and that was a bit of an eye opener when I read that. But fantastic cast, and the sets and the scenes look absolutely quite realistic. You know, it's not like a Hollywood sort of production values. It's pretty gritty, and there's a lot of bloody scenes in it. But really, really good film. If you like your blood and gores, I would recommend Ravenous. So that's my horror pick of the week. So thanks for watching, and look out for the other guys' reviews during the week.